Hello, Blood Bowl Grud here. Now I'm only introducing the Tier 3 podcast because they've promised me a big bag of money and the chance to touch Bob Bifford without him noticing. Ooh.
Right then guys, welcome back to the podcast. We are upgraded ever so slightly because we are in our new home, which is Game and Gnomes in our local shop. As you see, it's a gaming cafe that's got plenty of games for sale here. Thud. You just want to show off Thud. Because it's good enough to show off. Like, they got like encyclopedias for magic here as well, that you don't see that often. And you've got like Axes and Allies, Superpower, an old GW game. I bet none of the fucking listeners heard about that one.
Probably not.
No. So, our friend Rob has let us use the shop so we can give you a visual of our ugly faces as we talk Blood Bowl. So,
we're trying to grow this podcast, not scare them off.
But it is Halloween, that's why we're scaring them. So, we've been gone a while. It's been a good couple of months.
It has.
And there's been a few things happen. We've had 3 tournaments. One was a massive tournament called the World Cup. One was Barbecue Bowl. And one was the Tier 3 tournament Coop and Dry 2. So we're going to be slowly going through and talking about what we've been up to. So let's start off. Beard, why don't you tell the audience what you've been doing?
Well, first off, we had Barbecue Bowl.
Well, we'll talk about that after. What's your hobby side?
Oh, hobby side, right.
See, now you've got to see me tard wrangling in person now.
Yeah.
So.
Those that have seen us at tournaments have seen him wrangle me and have to jab me with my own stick to get me to go places. Hobby-wise, complete some more 40k stuff for our game that we went to up in Warhammer World, but that's by the by. I've done a test squig for my all squig team, 40 odd squigs to go. Got my foam board ready for the base and everything, which no doubt you'll have to cart up to the NAF Championships when I take it with us. There's a point, we'll be there. We will just spoil that for later on. What else have I been doing? Come on. I've had a good sort out my hobby shells. I bought some old coat d'arms paints.
Yeah, you've been raving about these, haven't you?
I have. I wanted some of the old recipe GW paints, and I found a supplier local to us in South Wales that started stocking them. So I'm going to be giving them a go, and you might hear me talking about those on the social media streams.
Nice. Well,
what about you? What have you been getting up to?
Well,
other than staring at Thud, which has become a hobby in itself.
Well, yeah. Don't distract me. It's Discworld. I'm easily distracted by Discworld. Let's have a think. Well, last time we spoke on the podcast, I said that I was hanging up my tournament boots for a bit. That was after Barbecue Bowl. But I've not played a lot. I played something 3 games thanks to our new local Game of Gnomes because I've been showing people how to play.
So we're going to start calling you Sensei, are we teaching people?
No, because I haven't taught them well.
Wow, you've been getting them into the hobby, which is the important thing.
Well, that's the main thing, yeah.
And considering you managed to get one young lad interested in goblins, so the fun side of Blood Bowl.
Yeah, you've got to really be careful how you start that sentence, I don't know.
Either way, you've got somebody wanting to play the stunty teams, playing Blood Bowl the fun way.
Yes, because you like the idea of throwing goblins and possibly killing them.
So rather than getting him to go, I want to play the meta teams and win at tournaments, you've got the young lad going, I want to have fun with the bottom tables, which is what we are all about.
Exactly, there you go. Living proof of what we teach, practice what we preach. So, I've been doing that. With Rob's consent as well, I have set up a little shop league as well now. So that's going to be starting soon as well. So slowly getting back into the hobby. This podcast isn't going to disappear on us. We are back. Like you said, we've got our tickets for the NAF Champs, which is the first time the PMS have been going.
Absolutely. So there's 300 people going to see us live in person. You know,
And
Wales is Z-list celebrities.
Well, Z minus, isn't it? we're not that fucking popular, Z.
Wow.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and get the bottom table. We're gonna get that rocking, and it's only 300 people.
You want the ultimate spoon, don't you? I missed out on a World Cup one. You want the ultimate UK spoon.
The ultimate spoon.
Yeah.
The ultimate spoon warrior.
Yeah.
Right? That's exactly what I want. And then I will hang it up in the shop as well. So we've got that going on. I've dabbled a bit in locals. Surprisingly, went to GW, like we said, we went to play 40k. Got my hands on a copy of Gut the Bowl, so that will be coming up on the.
Hang on. Rocking off shit does exist now, does it?
Yeah, or somebody put it politely, or you could say as way as hen's teeth, but I'm like, no, that's too. That's
it's PC. It's not us.
I know. I said rocking all shit, and I said that loud and proud in the middle of the shop.
Middle of Warhammer World. 30 odd people all turning around staring at him as he stood there holding his copy of Gutter Ball up as if he's just won the World Cup himself. Which, to be fair, I think he'd have been happier with Gutter Ball than the World Cup.
Honestly, it was pretty good going. But yeah, it went pretty quick after that, so I don't know how many people got their hands on it, but it looks like it's going to be a long wait now until they restock again.
Talking of Warhammer World, you were recognised by a staff member.
Recognised by 2 staff members.
So GW, if you're listening, send us stuff to review.
No, they won't.
We care too much about Kickstarters rather than that stuff.
Well, because we're not just like pure GW, they won't have us do it unless they're going to send us a massive 500 bloody pages.
But never mind that. Us and Half Forge Games, we did a nice little review. You got your hands on the pitches, and we played on them. I will say I'm very impressed with those. That was
Half Forge. Those pro turfs were absolutely amazing. They have done their Kickstarter, it's completed 100%. Like I think it's still ongoing as we talk, but you know it's 100%. People are going to get the pictures that they pledged for, so it's going to be amazing. And also we've got a big pitch that we can customize. See if we can find somebody who can 3D print us some gnomes,
some stands and gnomes and scoreboards.
Yeah, we can go all out on this one now, but there's something else coming up that I won't talk about on another podcast. But
Jay, you're teasing us like you did in the showers at Thread. Come on, you can't give us just that.
I just got a little tickle. Right, and that's all I'm going to say.
My balls are still twitchy after last time.
No, I know. There's more by Tom Jones singing though, isn't it? Let's be honest. But
I still hear that resonate. It's the fact you were in there on your own, belting out. If I could see the Ronda once again, 7 or 8 people walked in,
turned around,
and walked straight out again, and wait till you were done. I've heard you debating coming along as a volunteer. Never mind to help out and referee or to cook food. You're just coming along to torch people in the showers again.
I'm going to be there at like 5 o'clock in the morning singing.
See, he's usually the worst one for this, but at the rate we're going, I'm the one that's getting us the 18 rating on Apple Music, talking about you torturing people in the showers.
Yes.
Standard fare for us.
Tickle the balls. Right. Anyway, see now this is why we don't do fucking video.
Never work with children or animals.
Oh, yet. You were the fucking problem, not me. With your fucking hippie get up and look like you fucking got gravy stains and piss stains on your jeans. Anyway, we're going back past that, right? So, on top of that, we both decided we want to dabble in a bit of 40k as well, but shock horror. It's been alright.
Yeah.
I've played 2 games, you played 1. Best place to teach somebody is not Warhammer World, as we found out, because somebody did turn into a little bitch.
Don't make me play Blood Bowl against you and just make you roll a lot of ones and skulls.
Oh no, I don't need you to roll ones. I do that on my own.
Yes.
Right? But but you did turn into a bitch.
All I'm going to do is remind you of 8 dodges with rerolls that you failed with elves.
But I didn't turn into a bitch, I did.
I don't know.
I
had to listen to you drive back from Worcester like that, and that was like...
But the whole here to turn into a little beach. It takes track about 3 seconds. Anyway. As you can tell, I won. And I like to rub it in. But then again, whenever we play anything Blood Bowl, I
was about to say, like, bring it over.
AOS, I beat you.
But you don't bring those dice to Blood Bowl, do you? And we're a Blood Bowl podcast, so like, let's
Well, no, but
chat about that, shall we?
the funny thing is, I probably should, because like, there's a load of D6s. I just take those D6s off Nighthaunt dice. A fucking baller. The chef's kiss.
So what are you saying? Do you want to play Night Haunting with the Nighthaunt dice?
Do you know what? That's why they're Nighthaunt fucking halflings. I'll be unstoppable. 6s everywhere. But what was I going to say? So we've done that.
Yep.
Got our hands on Blood Bowl. So, as people know, I started a YouTube channel for the podcast. I put up a couple of podcasts talking about the 40k, but I've also promised people that we are going to be looking at the board games as well. So we'll be putting up games of Blood Bowl. Won't be doing so much with the league because I think we might have got 1 or 2 new starters that might want to play. So I don't want to like push them into it. But I think we could, if Rob is happy for it, we could play Get the Bowl, get a few cameras on there, stream it, whatever.
Absolutely.
So we could do that. That's something to look forward to, guys. But I'm trying to think what else has happened since we've been gone. Vampires.
Vampires team, yes.
Yeah.
You finally remembered where your Punga vampires were?
I found them, yeah.
Yeah.
It's only taken me
6 months?
No. I lost 2 years ago.
Oh, good effort.
I lost them 2 years ago. I couldn't find them. Found them.
You're painting yours up now. I bought the new pitch. I'm debating repainting mine to match the pitch. I will say, the pitch rules. Me and Baz played on the pitch. Pitch didn't really come into it until the second half when all my players decided to go, carpet on fire. And KO'd themselves.
I thought you were trying to suck your tit then.
Give me 50 quid and I'll try.
No, I'll give you 50 quid for my tit. Anyway, put your stubby little finger away anyway. So, what do we think about the new vampire team?
I like the idea of them having positionals.
Yeah.
I like the idea of a thrower, a blitzer, a catcher. I get that. The big guy I don't feel is needed so much. I think with the team setup and the costs, I think the big guy is outpriced. Because if you want to run all vampires, you are going to struggle to get the big guy in. But yeah, I think the pricing on the vampires for what they do, agility levels, things like pass, your movement 8 vamps, things like that, I think they're fairly priced given what they do. And
yeah, they're roughly the same price as like what the vampires were before they touched them, weren't they? Like from the Legends pamphlet. So
yeah,
I think they haven't gone wrong with that. Again, I like the thought of them having a big guy. I don't really like the model they put out. No. It just looks like a Bloodspawn with wings.
Yeah. So, I feel like the big guy for the Vamps team. I get what they've done. They've gone. The Thralls look like humans. Vampires are changing. The big guy, the Vargeist, is meant to be the fully transformed. I get that. But the amount of people that don't like it and have gone, you can buy 3 from the AOS kits, build the one you want, and either give one to your mate who's also doing Vamps, or sell them cheap and make your money back. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but it's like what I done with the Trolls for my Snotmins. I used the AOS Trolls, and I got one spare. I was going to turn that into our favourite Troll star player, but they've actually brought out a model where
we love you, Ripper.
Yeah, but he looks like he's licking the end of his glasses, and he's got quite a dickish nose as well. So I don't know, third party for me is going to have to be for that one. But going back on to vampires, I think it's fairly good. I think it's fairly good price on them. One thing I do like is you get our box, you can go straight into like a basic league.
Yep.
There's enough in our box to put you straight out, and you can have like 2 heroes as well, and that's bang on your money. And I think that's good because that you're not having to buy 2 to try and get it legal or anything like that.
I completely agree with that. Having a full team straight out of the box for me is a winning with Games Workshop because you might have teams where they don't do that. Hence the Orc booster box, Forge or things like that. Corn where you need to buy extra players to have what most people run as a full complement. I think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a dickish move by GW, but they've got to double up on the sprues. I get that. But I like the vampires straight out of the box.
Yeah.
Dwarfs do the same straight out of the box. You've got enough to make a full team.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
it's usable, isn't it?
Yes.
It's like, the problem is, I think there's a lot of teams like humans where you could say like, I want 4. It's probably the same with orcs. I want 4 blitzers or whatever. But you're like, they're not going to give you 4 blitzers because they want you to play everything on that team, innit? But you're not having to buy like eBay the 2 positionals. You're not having to buy another box and have like half the team hanging around on Spurs. So it is good that way. But I think that's more down to like how GW want to do the teams. But it's good. It's good. Shake VAR guys. I don't think was needed. But if you're in a smash league, as they would call it, it's probably better. But I don't think he's priced well.
No.
But
I think
I'm not big on big guys that much, really.
I think if you're going to take the big guy in the vampires team, you're going to lose out on blitzers or throws or catches because you're not going to sacrifice the throws because you need them for the bloodlust. And I get what you mean about big guys. Certain teams you don't necessarily need to run them.
Yeah.
Nobility can get away with it. Wood elves can get away with it. Humans can get away with it. Goblins, snotlings, halflings need their big guys. It's what they do. I can see the vampire team working with and without. If you're going to fit the big guy in, you're going to lose quite a bit, I think, in terms of tabletop models.
Yeah.
That could
to be honest, I think the flavour of this new team now is going to be the throw-in, catching.
Yeah.
I think this is, rather than just be a all-rounder like they were previously, I think this is going to be more agility-based.
Yes.
So we'll see how that goes now, because like it's still fairly fresh. You're not going to get much data at the moment, so we'll see how that goes. But
what I will say, the pitch they released compared to some of them where you can't work out what's going on, the carpet down the middle, nice easy to see, square markers, and then around it they put checkerboard slabs, black and white. Admittedly, some of it like they've got it in a hole, so shadow and stuff, but you can see it's so much clearer than their other pitches. So whoever's designed that and come up with that idea, replicate that idea across all the pitches where it's easy to see, please.
Well, that's the one thing I liked about the Half Forge Games Pro Turf.
Yes.
Was they said, we're going to make it like AstroTurf, fake grass or whatever, but it was like different colours.
Yes.
So you could see.
It looks like a manicured lawn that somebody has spent time making sure to roll it in one direction, roll it in another direction, so when cameras are on, you can see it, and it's a great idea.
Yeah, but it's really fun.
Yes.
Touch as well. I think I had on the review I done, because I done like our first like video review. I think I spent a lot of time just stroking it. I had like editor shit.
Stroking it. I've heard that you enjoy that pitch so much. You're gonna have Half Forge Games tattooed around your arsehole.
I'm surprised I haven't impregnated the pitch. Let's put it like that. I've enjoyed it.
That's how good a review of the pitch is. Jay wants to impregnate a pitch.
Oh yeah.
Well, you can't get much better than that as a review. Come on. Other people will be telling you about how smooth it is, how flat the marbles go, that like the sound when you roll the dice. No, Jay wants to talk about having kids with that pitch. It's that good.
Yeah, I want to repeat what I said earlier about another subject, but probably wrong about the same lines as that. But Glow will probably ask about that once it comes up, right? But yeah, so that's really just things we've had to catch up on. That's not tournaments.
Yes.
It's been a lot of work for me. Been a lot of work for you. We've both had family stuff as well. It's been a bit of a juggle. So we do want to apologise to people to say like, sorry, we haven't been about as much, but shit happens.
Yeah,
basically.
We're also in the middle of, like with this, trialing new ways of getting content out there.
Yeah. New
videos, quick videos. We're trying a lot of different things to move forward.
Yeah, we've got to try and do something, but I don't want people who have been with us since day one to miss out.
No.
So hopefully this can be the bridge.
The bridge episode, yeah.
So I think this is probably a good time now to start talking tournaments. So what we're going to do, we're going to hit a break by here, and then we'll come back and talk tournaments.
Hello my friends, and my name is Dan Kirby. I have a very easy to follow and very chilled out painting channel on YouTube, where I paint miniatures of all different shapes and sizes. I paint miniatures from all different types of board games, and by using simple tips, tricks and techniques, it couldn't be easier to follow along. If you enjoy a relaxed painting atmosphere, then please check it out.
He's going to change his name to Thud if we leave him at this.
No. But the other thing is we don't munchkin you. Anyway, before we get sidetracked, now we're back. Let's talk tournaments. Right?
So, yeah, we've been to a few since we last recorded. Yeah. Say we, collectively.
Yeah. You went to 2, I run 1.
Yeah.
And I actually went to 1. My last one.
I mean, to be fair, the last one you went to isn't the one that's put you off tournaments. The last one you went to, you had a whale of a time.
Last time I went to, people couldn't believe that I was was losing most of my games because I was having a whale of a time.
Yeah, but
I will talk about that after.
But before we get there, what you have to remember is it was at Average Joe's for a start off. You met Glow again.
I was going to say you met Glow. I've seen this fucking everywhere.
Exactly, you met him again. Every tournament's better when you meet Glow, and you got to rub Shiny Steve's head.
The way you was,
and there was a barbecue. What more can you want?
The way you were saying about fucking Glow, has he offered to suck the skin off your dick if you were advertising a lot?
Maybe he has. That's an agreement me and him have got. Don't you worry about that.
Maybe. Right, okay.
Don't you worry about that. All he said is, mention magic. That was for you, Glow.
No, what he said was, what did Cinderella say when she got to the ball? Right. Getting sidetracked.
We have to remind people this is not a family-friendly
no, it's not.
podcast.
Well, so, and the best thing is that Rob, who's letting us record in the shop, is fucking dying over there.
Oh, yeah.
So,
this is Game of Gnomes After Dark.
After Dark,
yeah.
Yes. So, we're getting sidetracked. Again, it's you fucking sidetracking us.
Rather than you for a change.
It's always you. Right? We're going to talk tournaments. Right? So, we can talk our tournament.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my phone, because I'm going to get the fucking information here. Right. So, our tournament, one day, we had quite a few. I think we had 28 people out of 30. We were going to go up to 50. So 28, that's not bad, considering this is our second tournament.
It's a growth on last year, it's always good.
Yeah. So it was a good turnout. Everybody said that they enjoyed themselves. That's the main thing.
I've heard you like a good growth in the shop.
Oh yeah, baby. Bring it. You won't upset me.
So I wrote the pack. You manned the front desk for the day.
You wrote the pack. I had to fucking.
You had to decipher it and translate it, but I wrote the initial scribblings and cave paintings.
Yeah, and then I had to fucking tidy it up. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we call our team effort. Our tournament.
Yeah.
Cup and Ride 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Right. Cardiff. Right.
That
28 people turned up.
That means number 3 is going to be the sequel that nobody wanted.
So, everybody said they had a whale of a time.
Yep.
Everybody had a prize.
Cracking surprise support again. Minis, dice for everyone.
Yeah. And welcome pack, don't forget.
Yeah.
They had the stripper red dice.
Oh yeah.
And
some of those made their way out of the World Cup as well.
So, what did we do? When we done, was it a Goblin ref as well, I think?
So it was a Goblin bias referee we gave away this year.
Yeah.
Which was a nice little touch.
There you go. See, we had the bias ref special rule, didn't we? We had the trundle for triplets.
I'm currently working on next year's model already.
Yeah.
I might have some ideas for rules as well, having played a couple of different things over the last couple of months in friendlies. So
like your French models, dumb fucking pink on it, is it?
Look out for the funky rules next year, and as again, we'll hopefully have spot prizes for when shit goes wrong.
You know, when you say shit like that, I don't even want to turn up. Right? But
you're playing the next one, I'm running the next one.
Oh no. I'm the happy dappy face. I am. But everyone is talking to me, and nobody goes, "Oh, it's fucking weird." See, nobody plays.
I don't get paid enough for this. In fact, I don't fucking get paid anything for this shit.
No, you don't.
With you.
I don't think I've ever gone somewhere and somebody have asked me, "Where's Beard?" Right? Have you ever gone somewhere and they've asked you, oh, is Jay, yeah?
No. Never.
Yeah. Thread, World Cup. Say no more.
No. They wanted to know if you were there so they could make a quick exit and leave.
No. Favourite. Fan favourite.
Think a lot of yourself, you, don't you?
No, I don't think I know. Fan fucking favourite you, right? So, you, my esteemed colleague, I gotta call you this, otherwise you're gonna have a fucking bitch fit again. You had the wooden spoon this year.
I did. I brought goblins because I'm having a phase of let's take fun shit to tournaments. And I took goblins.
Yep.
And first off, I played one of my forever opponents, Snare Bear.
Of course it's gonna be Snare Bear. It's
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
I think every time me and him go to a tournament, we're either playing each other or sat next to each other. And he just looks at me and goes, fuck's sake, you again.
Like, he looks down at you.
He does.
He's a fucking fridge of a guy. Like,
He does. And he brought Orcs.
Yeah.
And spanked me 3-1. Goblins got a touchdown! Fuck yeah! We killed stuff, which is what mattered to goblins.
Yeah.
And then I played that other Asian guy, friend of mine, BJ, who I've worked with before. Lovely guy, always have a cracking game.
Yeah.
I lost 1-0.
Yeah.
Close to, I was going to say 1-1 or a 1-0 win for me, but it really wasn't. It was always going to happen in that game. My dice deserted me, and BJ's got average dice, which is all he needed.
Yeah.
And then last game I played our boy Shorty with Amazons, so it was a dodge off. And the best dodgers won. 3-1 to Amazons. So I scored 2. I conceded 7, which didn't do much for my NAF rankings, but I got to have a chainsaw carved wooden spoon from our good mate Bim, which to me is the prize I've always wanted. You can't say you've got a Bim crafted wooden spoon that you've won and earned.
No, but he's given me lots of presents anyway.
Oh yes, your arsehole's still splintered from the last one.
I tell you what, he's given me some fucking stuff every time I've seen him. Like I can't praise that guy.
For those that don't know Bim, if you're into your dice trading, you will find him on the Blood Bowl dice trading pages. Yeah. And if you go to a tournament, if you've got dice for trades, he's always up for that.
He brings trading dice with him.
Oh, absolutely.
But the one he's given me, right, and I will never take it out of the park, right? It was, do you know the Charlie Victor bottle opener?
Yeah.
He gave me that. He said, you wind it up, you can have it, right? And I'm just like, I can't take that. And he left it with me, and I won't take that thing. It's just one of those amazing things.
He refers to my massive dice bag of holding as the knapsack of trading dice.
Fair enough. He's just trying to make it sound nice for you.
Oh, he is. He likes my dice bag basically and getting his hands on it.
You like seeing his hand on your bag?
I do. I like seeing both his hands in my bag. Yeah.
Nice.
But if you see Bim and you got trading dice, go have a chat with him. He's always up for trading. Fair play. He does make some nice
he does.
Dice displays as well for you all. So have a chat with him about Bim Star Productions.
And the other thing is he made that dice tower, didn't he? You know, with all the brass and everything.
The steampunk brass dice tower. That went in the auction at Thrud, and that was lovely.
It is. It's really good.
Very creative guys, Bim. So.
Yeah. And friend of the podcast.
Oh yeah, absolutely. One of the very early friends of the podcast.
Yeah. He actually, he brought one of the guys who I think won one of his first prizes or something.
What I will say about our event, mind, Snare Bear has managed to win most cars 2 years running.
Yeah.
So that's the challenge for anybody for next year. Beat him to most cars.
Yep.
Apparently, he's getting a little bit sick of winning most cars and winning our prizes. He's not, but it's a challenge out there. Come on, it's our event. We want to see people going for most cars.
And the best thing is, we are part of the Welsh Open as well. So
absolutely.
It goes into the tournament brackets for people as well. And we're going to keep it. This is our tournament promise, is we're going to keep it a 1 day.
Yes.
I know there's a lot of 2 days going at the moment, but some people can't make 2 days. It's too much of a weekend away, you know, there's circumstances.
But a 1 day is a lot easier for people to manage.
So I'd rather keep ours a 1 day, so we can cater to more people.
But at the same time, as part of the Welsh series, most of the Welsh series are really strong events in terms of they're really competitive. Ours is the shits and giggles.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't even say it was shits and giggles because like we are open to trying different things because we had like the B grade star players.
Yes.
And
we might be working on something similar for the next year's.
Yes.
We'll be getting into the nitty gritty of that over the next few months.
Yeah. So, just to clarify, our top three was in number 3 was Carsten.
Yep.
Listener of the podcast. He won the Dark Elves.
Yeah, which is good effort our event.
Yeah.
Given what some of the people turned up with.
There's a lot of smash.
Yes.
Fair play. Then the Chainsaw Maniac with the wooden spoon. Bill came in second again with an agility team, Steven, which surprised me.
Yes.
But you know,
he's a good player with Skaven, man. He's been.
Well, and when the dice are in your favour.
Yes.
You know, when Nuffle is like not sticking his dick in raw, it's easier.
That's just you. The rest of us.
He doesn't even spit on it anymore.
No. Yeah, but you whistle while you walk because of what he's done to you.
I don't know go out when it's windy anymore. There he goes. And then a winner, and our friend is Hawker.
Yep.
He won with Chaos Dwarves, and I think this was his last tournament in Wales because I think he moved.
I think he's moved north of the border now.
Yeah, so it was nice little send off for him. Prize support, kick out the door, and then off you go.
Absolutely. Here's a prize, take it up there with you.
Yeah. Paint it while you're gone.
Yeah. But yeah, we had a good second event.
Mm-hmm.
We are already planning next year's.
Yes. We're going to try and get a little bit more prize support.
Yep.
So we're going to have to get to contact people early.
We are. But we're going to try again, keep the funky rules and keep things hidden till the day. So, you know, those of you that are ultra competitive, just bear that in mind.
And we got Half Forge that we can talk to as well now, haven't we? So we can, like people might be able to see Half Forge pitches in their glory. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my express pitch, you know, the Sidewinder. And I'm going to let people play on it so they can see the quality. And then if they're going to put an order in, they know what they get, and don't they?
Look, we now all know that your second one is going to be called Half Fudge. We know that by now.
My second one is going to be called Pro Turf. Right? But I know we're saying about Coupon Drive. Another thing we're trialing is because we've got a lot of people new at Game and Homes.
Games and Homes, yeah.
You know, in our new shop or new home. I've spoken to our friend Ian from Canada, author, up and under, also a podcaster from the INFO. That we got to get into contact with again.
One of the few podcast shirts that has made its way around the world.
Yeah, right. So we got to talk to him, right, about doing another crossover. But what he's done, he's given me the rules now for the next front Memorial Brick, and what I'm trialing is possibly instead of a day tournament, I might do it over 3 weeks, like what they call the Frunk sessions. So we're going to do these in conjunction with Ian, in conjunction with Game and Norms. So it's like tournament light. So it's like that's what I'm going to try. Is like it gives people then a taste of a tournament setting, but it's not like the
pressure of all day.
The all day pressure, yeah. So they could do it like one week, then there's another week, and then after the third week is like
that's a good idea. Introduce people to it.
Yeah, so it's like a tournament training, really, you know. But we're very light on it. So we're going to be doing updates on that as well. So Thrunk is coming over. That's a big thing as well.
Thrunk's making his way this side of the pond and he's coming for a wee holiday in Wales.
He's haunting us. That's the main thing, right? So that's a little snippet of what's coming up. I forgot to tell you about that one. But what we're going to do now, we're going to talk about Barbecue Bowl, which was done by our friend Joe from Avid Joe's.
What I will say, and you don't know this, is I've had multiple people that attended that event asking me, when are we chatting about it? When are we going to be reminding certain people of what happened with certain stars? And
I was going to say, is it everyone wants to hear my review of that game with Steve? Or just the day?
We're saving that. We're going to talk about the day, but we've got to build up to that game.
Okay, well, let's get back to talking.
Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, held by our good friend Average Joe's, the official, unofficial painter of Tier 3.
Well, official, unofficial, you haven't painted anything for me yet.
No, but look at the spot prizes we had.
Oh,
We had
fuck.
some lovely painted
Do
things.
you know what he done? Like, he's fucking, I don't know whether he's amazing or he just cloned me for this, just to be amazing. I walked in there, he shows me all his painting, and I went, oh, that's amazing. He said, what was the last thing you painted? Last thing I painted was the Chaos model. Gives me, do you know that HQ on the horse?
Yeah.
Gives me one of them. I went, oh, that's amazing. And he said, oh, do you play 40k then? I said, oh, I used to play Word Bearers, and, you know, with all the Dark Apostle. Gives me the new fucking Dark Apostle thing on top of that. And for 3D printed little, they like the Great and Clean one.
Yeah.
So if I say I wanted to do a Nurgle team, I could use them, like the bloaters.
Yeah. I will say, so it's Barbecue Bowl for a reason.
Yep.
He's going to be doing a follow-up. He's looking at that at the minute. Now, Barbecue Bowl was a bit of a feast, I will say that. The food spread, the man knows how to do a barbecue.
Yes.
Right? See, we're talking about this before you get to the games. And how many tournaments do that, Right?
Exactly.
You know, we get there, cracking set up in the back garden, no gazebos going flying, which we'll come on to a bat throw ball later on. Yeah.
Okay.
So, coming to Barbecue Bowl then, me and Lee decided to have fun for the weekend. Fair old travel there and back, a couple of hours either direction. Mm-hmm. So we thought, you know what, we'll take similar rosters. We both went Goblins.
We did.
Now, you took a slightly different roster.
Yes.
Because you wanted a different star.
Yes.
I liked Fungus, my favourite star player at the minute, because he's nice and cheap and upsets people. Whereas you went Black Goblin?
Yes.
Yeah. And you also upset people.
Yes, but Black Goblin didn't really do a lot for me.
However, before we get to what they did, one of the comments we had that we both loved from everyone was, it's like having a live episode in front of you.
Yeah, because you were sat with me and you deserve the piss take you had.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So, I'm going to talk about my games first, because my game's slightly less memorable than yours, because you had quite a few spectators in one of your games. So, I played a Goblin off in the first game. I played Glow and his Braxgit teams.
Very nicely painted.
Oh, absolutely. The Braxgits are an amazingly painted Goblin and Squib team. And if you get a chance
to see... Did he paint them?
That's not got anything to do.
No, I was going to say, I'd be more amazed if he did paint them. If there was somebody else painting them, I'd go, okay.
I believe somebody else painted them. Yeah. However, they look the dog's bollocks. And the fact that his star player is on an EU flag, just because, you know. And we played to a 2-all draw with Goblins, which Goblins can either all die or not, and do things they should do or not. So 2-all is pretty impressive. A long time I wanted to play Glow directly, just one-on-one.
Yeah. And
all we did was have a good giggle through the game.
Yeah.
And wind each other up.
Yeah, look at that slot, wasn't it? It was Griff that played Glow first, wasn't it? So.
And then after that, then I played Stealth Elf, who I've played before, and he had his Lizardman. And I needed a donut because I lost 4-0. My players either all disappeared, got eaten by lizards, or just fucked off into the next garden when a breeze of wind came because they were shit. I lost 4-0.
Okay.
However, it was the opponent that made that game because we had a good laugh. Things went the way they did. Sometimes when you sit there and you're beating somebody and their team just disappears and you can't not score, you get to a point of you don't really know how to make banter out of that. And he kept me going through that game, so I appreciated that one. And then lastly, I played VM Cat Val, good friend of Joe's, with his Nurgle team, who, funnily enough, might just have been painted by Joe. And they were a cracking looking team. Just like the box art, brilliant team. And VM Cat was a good laugh. Again, we managed a high scoring game. Goblins and Nurgle. What are you reckoning?
3-0?
Not quite, 3-2.
Ooh.
And I almost kept it at 2-all. I was happy with scoring 4 touchdowns in 2 games. And I think only one of them was a throw teammate all weekend, which was pretty good going with Goblins.
Yes.
So again, I conceded 9 with Goblins, which is Fair play for goblins.
Okay.
But I scored 4, which I was quite happy with. It's goblins. I managed to score 4 times. Again, my NAF ranking has taken a spanking on that, but I don't really care about that. I'm playing goblins.
Exactly.
I spent the weekend sat next to you, also playing goblins. I got to play Go with goblins.
Yes.
What more can you ask when you got goblins?
Were they green?
Were they?
Green.
Of course my goblins were green.
Well, there you go. You said you couldn't ask me anything else about goblins, so I just did.
Now, talking of goblins, you took goblins,
Yes.
and your first game, first of all.
If I look it up, it was against humans.
Yep.
I lost 2-0. But it was a very fun game. It was. I didn't have the punch. I didn't have, the legs. But that's generally how it goes, because it was humans with Griff. Right?
You got grift, basically.
I got Griffed. Right.
Now, before we come on to your second game, which is going to be
I'm going to my third game,
yeah.
right?
We're coming back again. We're saving the moment.
I'm sorry, Steve. He's making me do it.
Steve, I would say I'm sorry, but you had him sat opposite you. Oh. That's bad enough. Never mind what he did to you. And we're going to come back to that.
Matt took a video of that, and I'm sure he keeps that as a fucking blackmail thing for him.
Blackmail? We've got in print. The images and clips of what you did to Steve live rent free in my head, and I hate that expression.
Dude.
Let's come back to it. Let's talk about Game 3 first.
Game 3, that was against Captain Conway, and he played Dwarves with Griff.
Where were you and Griff that weekend?
I played Griff. I played 2 lots of Dwarves, 3 lots of Griff.
As a Goblin coach, that's just rough going. Yeah. How did Game 3 go? I
lost 2-1. Yes, 2-1.
Managed to score though. Yeah.
Yeah. That was good going, mine, isn't it? Look, we're talking about 2 games.
Yeah.
I'm only down 3 touchdowns, really. So it would have been 4, but I scored 1.
I've spoken.
And this guy, he was like, this play all the way through because I think I can get like 4-0. Yeah, he didn't. And I scored.
And
then you got bitchy. Then you got a bit bitchy afterwards. I was like, see, thought you said you were going to do 4-0. Shut up.
See, I've spoken to Captain Conway online a few times. He's a sound guy. Yeah. I'm glad you managed to score though, mate.
He's sound, and I'm taking the piss. Right?
As we do with everybody.
I'm taking the piss, right? Saying, shut up, and all that. But he was sound. It was a long day. It was hot. It was one of the last games. He's still in there 100%, right? I think I was in there like 15%.
See, that's the admission price for playing us at any tournament. You are going to have the piss rips, are you?
Yeah. He was good. And fair play to him, he was good. The guy he was sat next to, I think he just couldn't get over the fact that I was taking the piss out of everybody. I even went over to Steve after our game to give him chocolate donuts to sit on because I think his arse was still a bit sore because I could hear him bitching from across the garden.
So, talking of Steve and Game 2.
Do I have to? I feel sorry for the boy.
Oh, no. He's been asking if we can do this to him.
Indirect.
So, before we get into this, there's a thing that they call this. This is a roast. So, Steve, Jay's still apologising 4 months later for what he did to you.
No, he's not.
Come on, we're trying to be polite here.
Okay.
Come on. First off, what was he playing?
He was playing Dwarves with Griff.
And did Griff do much?
No.
Did Griff stay on the field much?
No.
Did he end up being surfed off the field?
Yes.
And did he also end up getting arm broken and busted and off the field with either a KO or an injury as well?
He got surfed off the pitch in the first half and the second half got knocked out. So, can I tell you the score first?
Yes, give us a score.
2-0 win for the Goblins.
Ooh, fucking against Goblins with Griff.
Goblins versus Griff.
Right, so
and Dwarves.
So before we get into this, Steve was just along for that ride. He had no control there of what was happening.
I will say, I didn't give a shit what happened, right? And I think because of that, he had my usual tournament dice because shit just went wrong. I thought he was going to go 1-0 up in the first 6 turns because he managed to get my guys base. Griff had the ball right.
Playing dwarves the right way.
Yeah.
Tackle.
Griff was going up and doing this thing. But I don't know whether he just flew too close to the sun, because I managed to dodge out a couple of goblins. One goblin touching him, so look, he's got to have to dodge. That's not a big thing for
Griff.
No.
Griff, he's Superman.
Yeah.
Superman wears Griff pajamas to bed.
Yeah. It's another one gets out. He's got to do 2 dodges now. And then I realised, if I can make this third one. No, actually no. I think the second one I realised. So it was uphill. Poor bastard. This is what it is. It was 2 goblins. The goblin hit squad. And I'll tell you the full play. I went, don't know what, fuck it. I gotta do something crazy here. Just because.
Is that a goblin play?
It's goblins. Steve, first time I've ever played him. It was a fun tournament. He's a listener, so he deserved to hear that, fuck it, let's do something dull.
Yep.
Right? So.
Tier 3 patented type something dull.
Yeah. So, he needed the full Tier 3 flavour, right? So, unfortunately for him, I declared a blitz. It was like, but that's 2 dice uphill. I know.
It's Tier 3, we don't give a fuck.
I was like, I know.
Don't tell me the odds.
Do you know what? It was that.
Don't tell me the fucking odds.
Yeah, it was just like, just don't, right? It was one of those things. It was either going to be fucking
Miracle
the play of the fucking day, or I was going to crash and burn.
So the standard goblin, cage diving.
No, he wasn't cage diving. Griff was out in the wing, remember?
Yep.
He got out from base, run round another dwarf. Just about got them out rushing for the blitz. Roll my first dice. A skull and a wolf down. Not a very good combination with it, is it?
No, but that's your normal dice.
Yeah.
The both down was an improvement for you.
Yeah. And I went, I got into it, because I haven't used a reroll. I will use a reroll. Double push. He went into the crowd.
Did you give him the choice though? You can choose this push or you can choose that push?
I did.
Yeah.
He sat there quietly for about 10 minutes. Because he couldn't make a choice. Pussy.
Push. Or push. Come on, Steve. It's not a difficult decision.
It was, and the worst thing was, he was like, this is not supposed to happen. I dwarves, you goblins, but it's fucking happening.
That's what goblins do.
It's fucking happening, whether you want to or not. Griff went out. Crowd didn't like him. They really do. The ball popped then to one of my goblins. That was just about open. And not based. Caught the ball. He then, because he was based against me, he'd have to do the dodges. So I went, I'm just leaving my goblins there. I legged it up the pitch. That was the first half. And it was just like, oh, that's not supposed to happen. No.
Jay, tell me something. How does it feel being in a winning position?
Oh, it felt good. It was like, I'm really playing it down here, because I don't want to take the piss of it. But
you do want to take the piss, come on.
I slapped him on the head.
Oh, you did? No, you didn't just slap him, you gave him a good rub on the head for luck.
Oh no, that was good luck for the game. As soon as I went, on his head, I made it sound like balls slapping against his chin. Like, that boy did not have a chance at fucking being
More importantly, what was it like playing fun teams?
I always have fun. But
I don't know. What was it like playing goblins for fun?
But
Come on.
in fairness, I didn't expect much. That wasn't the thing.
That's the thing.
I was
going with goblins not expecting much.
I went, sod it. It's my last tournament. I'm going to be having a break. I'm just going to go for shits and giggles and hang out with the boys. So I managed then to get up on Steve. Hey, Steve! Slap him on the head. Push my goblins out the way.
I'm sure a few people looked around at that point when we were there and wondered if you were slapping your balls on his head at that point.
Well, there's a video of me putting my guy over 1-0. Fucking.
I'm pretty sure you pointed out the goblin score to everybody. So everybody was there. You got like Joe's missus on the phone. Look, goblin score. You got a builder over the road. Goblin score. You got the neighbours staring up. Goblin score.
I phoned GW, put him on video call. Look,
Goblins score against dwarves.
Yeah, fuck the dwarves. You know, I done it all, but I think I phoned some guys in Spain. I just made up the fucking number.
You got our friends in South Korea on the phone.
Yeah, we got to go over that.
We got that planned. We haven't forgotten you guys.
Yeah. So we've done that, right? And yeah, I'd be fair, Steve. I wasn't fucking grateful for it.
Oh,
the fact that I surfed him on a 2 dice uphill, he's out. He was knocked out. He was just.
What I will say is he took your banter like a champ. He didn't stop giggling all game.
No, he took it like a champ because there was no way he couldn't.
I mean, to be fair,
And
the phrase of "this shouldn't be happening."
He used that a lot.
Oh yeah.
He said, and he was like, "This shouldn't be happening. Joe picked this team. He told me what skills to take."
I've got images in like 30 or 40 years of Joe on like a PTSD wing in a hospital, just shaking, going, "This shouldn't be happening. It's Griff. It shouldn't be happening. Not 2 dice, double put. No, I can't choose a push."
He's going to be on a psych ward and you just see me appear with Goblin in one hand and dice in the other.
You're just going to see him there. They'll have the camera in the room. He'll just be etching push signs into the wall everywhere. What's push sign mean?
Just like the Deep Space Nine finale, where he's writing the whole thing on the wall. That's just going to be it.
It's just going to be push signs in different directions.
Yeah, he didn't stand a chance.
I didn't.
Poor bastard.
I mean, the thing is, anybody who took a loss against you at that point was.
Well, they deserve to take the best.
And I will say, fair play, Steve. You did.
You did.
You took that teabagging like a champ.
Yeah, he did. I even got him a couple of cans as well.
Oh, you did. But what happened for the second touchdown? Come on, this was 2-0. Goblins with dwarfs and Griff, and you did 2-0 against it. So Griff comes back. Don't forget.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he sat there thinking, "Oh, Griff,
not again.
I've got another chance at this." Dwarfs with Griff, come on, we can do it. It's only goblins. It's only 1-0. Dwarfs can do this with Griff. What happened?
Black Orbo. Black Orbo. Oh, I'm just going to throw a little bomb there.
So Bombardiers had been nerfed. And they were nerfed for this as well.
No, I think... he didn't do the nerf.
It slipped through, didn't it? We slipped through because when it was dropped in. But, fair play. Black Orbo.
Don't know what. It was. Don't know when everything goes your way that you feel bad. Right? Yeah. It was like at this point when like Black Orbo with a bomb worked for me.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, I'm starting to like get second-hand buttered.
You were riding your luck at this point, man, giving your dice. Like you've had 2 years worth of good dice in that one game. Like
I've had 10 years, I think, but because there was no way I should have seen so many powers as I did.
No.
He ran up to luck, I think, turn 5. I think that's why he turned 6. So I was able to like surf bloody Griff. Poor bastard, he just couldn't catch a break that whole game. And then what made it worse was, how's the game going, boys? How's the game going? Dwarves are losing to goblins, and everyone walked away pissing their pants.
Yep. But I will say, the amount of people... So we're all scarfing down a cracking barbecue. You're eyeballing a barbecue, but going, no, I'm having average dice here. Come on. Never mind good dice. I'm getting average dice. I can't leave this table. I've got to keep playing.
No, that was it. I was like, I don't even want to risk it. Like, I don't want to get food poisoning and all my luck. I was having such a whale of a time.
Yeah.
Something like that would have happened. I would shat myself on the way home. Didn't want any of that. I was even thinking, perhaps I need to go get like a bowl of bloody ice for Stephen, just like let him cool his arse down a bit. It's like I see from Evolution, I want ice cream, what flavour? Doesn't matter, it's for my ass.
I still wonder, Steve, have you sat down properly yet? Because,
the fact that everybody came up to him and fucking ripped it out of him. That is when like a little bit of I was like, okay, I feel sorry for this boy. And then I realised, nah, fuck him. Right? I'll be honest. Fuck him.
There were some very good Blood Bowl coaches at that
time. There was loads of them. And then it was us.
Yeah. there was us having a laugh and a giggle, basically bringing a live event. Yeah. Live podcast episode to the event. And you had good players just coming over and going. And that was at 1-0, never mind 2-0. Like 2-0.
Oh, I was like, I was like, I mean, with that guy, biting his pedal with the champagne. I was like glass of one.
That's not much champagne.
Yeah, I was higher than you. I was higher than you.
I was on for a wooden spoon until the end.
Yeah.
It was going that badly for me, which wouldn't bother me because
that's what we
wooden
went
spoon warriors.
yeah.
We both went there arguing in the car on the way. No, the fucking spoon's mine.
Yeah.
We were on about breaking that fucking thing in half if we tied for it. They're my tiebreakers.
Yeah, right. But that's the thing. It was such a good laugh. It didn't matter.
Absolutely.
Right? And
what I will say, barbecue bowl, for people that haven't been, go just for the barbecue.
No. Let him get a bigger venue first. I don't think we need to get every fucking underdog turning up in his back garden. Well, let him have a venue first.
Word on the street is he's working on a bigger venue, but the ticket for entry is worth the barbecue alone. Never mind the football. Yeah. There's a bit of football on the side.
Yeah.
There's this.
But yeah, I think. Well, I'm going to put the final nail in the coffin on this one now. That tournament went so bad for Steve that I think 2 days after that tournament, he put a grudge out for the next tournament that I go to of Joe's, that he's playing me.
Yes. He wants your goblin's head.
I might not take goblins.
As a cocksocket.
Yeah, he's just, I don't know, but he became a prison pocket that game, I'll tell you what.
But you know what you want to do to surprise him? Turn up with Dwarfs with Griff.
Oh.
And be like,
no, but I can't play, like, sidetracking now. I can't play dwarves.
I have seen you try to play dwarves. It's not about you trying to play dwarves.
I physically can't do it. It's not that I don't get them. It's not that I don't know how to play them. It's just I find them so fucking boring.
Yes.
I really can't. I'm like the real life. What's it? That Ivan, the animal.
Yeah.
Is a special rule. Fuck dwarves. That's me.
Yeah.
Right.
See that shows you us though in person. Dwarfs are meant to be one of the good teams, as in people can do really well with them. They're difficult to break down.
Yeah.
We can't have fun with them.
No, I found them really boring.
As much as we joke that they're still true stunties because they're short and hairy, similar to hobbits, we just can't find a way of having fun with them.
I can't. I don't know. Like you play chores.
Yes.
Right? And that's slightly different because you've got the bull centaurs.
The bull centaurs, the hobgoblins,
yeah.
Mino with frenzy. There's a bit more flavour to it.
Yeah, but it's just the only flavour you would say dwarves have got is the death roller, and then as soon as somebody goes over the line, he's fucked off, right? So they have, or you could say Bugmans. That's their flavour. So their flavour is an inducement that you never see them take.
Yeah.
Or a secret weapon, death roller.
Yeah. Right? Death roller and a bribe and hope it stays.
Yeah.
But then you're losing out on other things.
But I really can't play it. I saw my dwarves.
You managed 3/4 of a game.
Yeah.
Not even that.
I shook the guy's hand and I said, I'm really sorry, I can't play him.
And then you fucking sold him the team.
Yeah.
You literally sold the guy the team.
Yeah, I can't do it.
And he didn't even know you were walking away with the team before he started.
No.
That's how.
It's just one of those teams. I don't know, like you said, I don't know whether it's like the fun aspect of it or perhaps my brain doesn't work that way. I just don't know what it is. Like I know I'm never going to be top 10.
When have we had? In fact, no. Tell a lie. Tournament last year, we were both table 1, game 2. Other than that, how often are me and you both going to be at that top end of that table? Not often, because we don't care about being there.
The only other time I was, this is how dull it was, because like Willis came up to me and told me, do you know Copenhagen 2?
Yeah.
Up until the 4th game, I was in the top 3. Not Copenhagen 2,
Cardiff Cup 2.
See, yeah. It's one of the Welsh clubs.
Yeah. Yeah. See, Welsh Tournament Series, get your sends in there.
Yeah. See. But like he said, oh, like you're in the top 3, and then like shit went downhill. Like you
got a nosebleed at those heavy heights.
Yeah.
We don't take the top end of the table seriously.
No.
Don't get me wrong, we've got a lot of respect for players who take it that seriously, but we would rather have fun at an event. We've paid money and often travelled quite a bit to get there, especially if it's a 2-day event. We want to have a laugh and a giggle. we're not too worried. If we get there, great. If we don't, and we get the wooden spoon, even better.
Yeah. And I think because we have a laugh, it's like why people are thinking of memorable times, because we've said it a few times. People are still talking about the sheepy reroll business.
Sheepy reroll!
Right? They're still talking about that. So,
Tiny Rob, sheepy reroll! There you go. It's going around a new shop.
Fucking the most miserable sheepy reroll ever.
It is.
Sheepy reroll. Sheepy rolls. Fucking hell. You fucking pee in the pod, you two some bastards. Anyway, you're getting sidetracked again.
We are.
Right? So, here's the bit now where I can leave you talk, because you've done this all on your own, put your big boy pants on and you went abroad.
Oh, we got third first, yeah?
No, I don't want to talk about Thread yet. I want to talk about World Cup. That's the big tournament. Everybody wants to hear about it. So, how did you get on? I don't care about the out of World Cup activities.
Look, you love Tommy Tippy as much as everybody else does.
But that we keep that away from the actual.
We do.
Right?
So, when it comes to the World Cup, I decided, because I know about my health, as you guys know, and I like a drink, and I go out in click the lights when I get sunburn. I wanted something nice and straightforward. Orcs, lots of block. Sure hands on a blitzer.
I thought you were going to go, you know me and my fucking, my disability, I like to go drinking. I thought, I was just going to tell you, I told him no.
So, I took orcs with block and extra sure hands.
Mm-hmm.
I managed a winning. I started off with the intention, my goal was not lose all night.
That's good intention.
And managed to win day one, shocked the world. Managed to win all 3 days.
Literally,
yeah.
shocked the world.
So I won 3, drew 1, lost 5. Out of the 3 wins, one of them was a victory snatched from the jaws of defeat. The draw was just a straight up slugfest and nobody wanted the ball. Mm-hmm. And when we did, you ran into a brick wall and dropped it again. Both sides, which was fair. Well, we had a good laugh and a giggle because we tried things and things just didn't work. Out of my losses, I had one game where dice, I think I picked your dice for that game. I was actually cursing you out there, they were that bad. 2 dice block, double skull. Reroll. Skull both down on the one fucking player that didn't have block on my team. Fuck. And it went like that for the entire game.
So what you're trying to tell everyone is, even when I'm not around, you're thinking of me.
Even when you're not around, I took you to Spain. I took your spirit to Spain for a game. You couldn't be there, your dice were.
Yeah.
Right? Other losses, don't get me wrong, a couple of them were very close games. I did write everything down, and me being the utter mung bean that I am, forgot my prep when we started this recording. So at some point, I will talk about, see, Jay even managed to get himself some merch and he wasn't even there.
No, I was more thinking about it being empty, but come on, hurry up.
So 3, 1 and 5, I was more than happy with that. More importantly, my tier 3 shirt got traded away. Fuck! I'd order 2 more. However,
oh no,
I do have one of the Czech team shirts. I've got Canadian Beaver Trapper shirt. We got shirts from our favourite I Have Nuffle podcast.
Yeah, they are very nice.
They are nice shirts. Oh. I got one in green, you got one in black, and I will say
it's comfy as fuck.
Oh yes. So for Mirko Moggins and not the porn guy, I had some awful fucking trouble getting that through the printing shirt guys.
Not the porn guy, Ian.
Yes. Not the porn guy, Ian.
Yeah.
Like the arguments I had back and forth with the printing company to get that on the back of a shirt was.
I know, but I tell you what, it was. They were really good lads.
Oh, meeting up with you guys in person was brilliant, and they said the beard lived up to its name. So you know.
Well, obviously they haven't come across many beards, have they?
They haven't. However, the first thing they asked, "Where's Jay?"
See, what did I say earlier? And you're like, no, nobody says anything. People ask where I am. See?
Yeah. Oh.
Fan fucking favourite.
I had people from around the world asking where you were. I had Australians asking where you were, Americans, Canadians, French.
That's fucking. Do you know what? How long have you been doing this podcast?
We're coming on 3 years.
Yeah.
On and off with breaks and.
3 years, and it surprises me how many people listen to this.
Yeah, we mentioned it earlier. South Korea, but we got Brazil, we got Australia, New Zealand, we've got people literally in places you wouldn't think play Blood Bowl on top of those nations. We've had messages, we've had,
like I said, with that our mate in South, he wants us to do Dungeon Bowl 7s, and the worst thing is, he said, yes, we'll do that on the next podcast episode. Podcast disappears for months then, isn't it?
It did, but we have got it planned. We've got notes stuck somewhere on the wall.
Yeah, before we go any further, thank you to everybody that listens.
Yes.
I know this is a different format. This is more relaxed than what we normally do. This is not as prepped.
Yes.
This is us catching up.
Shooting the shit.
I haven't got a gun with me to shoot you, so we can't be shooting shit. But it's a cup of tea, it's a sit down, it's talk amongst the lads, we're having a laugh. But we've been away,
Yeah.
we need to
Tier
catch
3
up.
officially went international with the World Cup.
Yeah, but it's thank you to these guys.
We've sent shirts around the world thanks to you guys.
Yeah.
We've had people requesting them, and at the World Cup, playing a couple of my opponents, we've said we'll get some shirts sent out. I haven't forgotten. I've got names, addresses, and shirt size. I need to get on that on the next order.
Yeah.
But from what I remember, we've got one going to Belgium, one going to Switzerland. I think one's going to Canada again.
Yeah. The other thing that surprises me is you've seen about all these t-shirts, and we've got all these listeners as well. Even we've painted models, and they've gone international as well, and it's just what?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me when people turn around and say, "Oh, I'm in Australia and I heard you guys," and you're just like, "Why?"
The thing that broke me when it came to this, somebody wanted my shirt at the World Cup.
That would break me as well. Who would want you a dirty, stinking shirt?
Well, it weren't complete because the one that I took with me, I couldn't find decent gravy in Spain, so I couldn't leave a massive gravy stain down the front of it.
No cum stain at the top.
No, that's your shirts.
No, that's not my shirts. That's my foxes. But we're digressing again.
We are again.
So you came, I'm guessing, in the bottom 100?
Not quite. No. I was probably mid-ish table.
But right. Now that you've given your bog standard, here's the rundown of the World Cup, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, right? So for people who have never been to the World Cup, what is the podcast? Is it team-based? Is it singles-based?
So the World Cup, you go as teams of 6.
Right.
However, there are individual awards as well, so painting, first place, second place, third place, spoon, and so on. However, there are obviously team awards as well. Okay. So highest place team, last place team, and so on. You play in teams of 6. However, it's not like other game formats where captain goes, I'm going to put my dwarf player against elves. It's drawn like a regular tournament. So you draw a player from that team like a normal one-player event. You don't get to pick your opponent.
Right, okay. So what you're basically saying is drawn like a singles, but it's the collective team score.
Correct. So if, say, we won 5 and lost 1, it would be based on the overall team standings.
Right, okay.
So there was an individual table for where your own scores went on, and there was the overall team table as well, so you could see where your team was compared to other people.
Nice.
And depending on how many games you won, drew and lost, like normal tournaments, your team got that position.
Nice going.
Which, considering there was over 2,200 people, you're talking nearly 400, best part of 400 teams. So 6 games around over 9 rounds.
I'm not questioning your maths on that one, but I haven't had enough.
I mean, to be fair, while I was out there, I couldn't do maths.
You can't do maths in this country, right? So don't even pretend.
Oh, I'm not even going to try.
Right? So we don't even want to go down that road.
All I know was beer, €2.
That's all you need, really. Yeah. But so you all got there.
Yep.
And did you have welcome to the tournament? Here's the teams from Wales. Here's the team from England.
Not so much because there were far too many teams. We had on the Thursday night down at the harbour, big grandstand set up, speakers. I'd probably say half to 2/3 of people came down, and the organisers did a quick powwow of open event opens this time, finish time this time. They introduced all the referees, introduced the guys who'd written the rule pack, introduced the gentleman whose name I can't forget, and there will be people cursing me out there for this. The guy that kept Blood Bowl alive when GW didn't support it with things like the CRP.
Oh, the living rule book guy?
Yes, he was honoured and got an award there, which, to be fair,
he
earned that for keeping our game going. We wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for him.
Well, no, exactly. Because me, I should say, because I don't know about what you've done, but I was looking at the living rule book just before the thing dropped. And that, the 2016 box, and then I got into that way. And then me and you started playing after that.
Yeah.
Right?
I remember downloading the CRP at my old workplace, printing it out.
I got it on my phone.
I printed it out because I like paper copies,
Yeah.
But we had that, and then it was it wasn't so much of the opening ceremony, it was more sort of just, these are your referees, if you see them out and about, if you need to grab one. It was more let's save some time on the morning so that everybody can get in, because you always got to get 2,500.
I thought they were going to start having, here's the sweaty nerds from Uruguay, and you hold it up as the armpit stain.
I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure there was a Uruguay team there. I think there was an official team in Chile, which weren't from Chile, and there was guys who travelled from Chile, which were
this is Team Florida, and they got the cock socks of alligator.
There was a Florida man team. And I tried to get a Florida man shirt. You might want to speak to Dave the Impaler, because he was lucky enough to get one.
Well, to be honest, I'm surprised that, I say that weekend, during the World Cup, I wasn't there, but I was there in spirit via the Blood Bowl community Facebook.
Someone let you loose on the social media side of things without a supervisor.
Yeah, because basically I kept pestering the Florida team, telling them, why are you going to the World Cup? Because there's no alligators. So the other one, did you see the BBC article? Some guy tried to go from Florida to Britain in some fucking, gerbil ball.
Yeah.
I thought that was
ball. Yeah.
I thought that was one of them trying to get over.
But the problem is, I was out there positively trying to represent the podcast, and all the good work I'm doing, you're destroying before you even starting on social media. Which, to be fair, is fucking standard for us,
Yeah. Well, I'm really surprised that. Well,
they let me in and out of the country for a start.
Yeah. But my plan was I wanted to get you, friendly with one of the refs, right? Because I noticed there was one of the refs, I became his little superstar because he was a big guy with a massive bloody chin, and everyone was like, "Oh look, it's fucking." Was that in real life or whatever?
Honestly, mate, he walked past me at one point. He makes you look 3 feet tall and positively anorexic. The guy was built like an American fridge freezer at the fucking turn circle.
So that's why, every time somebody put a comment up, I was saying, "Oh look, he looks like Angelica's doll from the Rugrats." But I wouldn't do it under my Facebook profile. I did it in the tier 3 one, knowing that at one point you would be wearing the tier 3
t-shirt. The problem is I had the tier 3 shirt on, and every other shirt I had beard written on the back, so they knew who I was and what I was representing.
Yeah, so I was trying to go, "Oh look, he looks like a lollipop with us falling on the carpet. Oh look, he's this." Trying to really build, a little bit of social.
No wonder every time a referee walked past me, they fucking spat on me or kicked my stick out from under me. Or change my dice for ones that I just ones and skulls on,
That just shows how much hard work I put into it.
Yes. Like
I don't give a fuck. I was hoping that this guy was going to fucking shout at him.
Yeah.
I put that much effort into fucking pissing him off.
What I do want to say, mind, is thank you to the team that I went out there with, because as you guys know and as Jay knows,
give him a shout out.
I'm going to go through them. Don't even worry about that. I'm going to get to that. But as you guys know, my health ain't great, and I usually have to bring Jay along to look after me at events and point me to a table that I'm not leaving and going, there's the bog, piss in there, rather than on somebody's leg. Yeah. Went out to Spain, they knew about my health, so Glow, Dave, Joe, Angry Albert, and as you know him and Chris and Dave, Cantaloupe, Hot Wheels.
Don't, because anybody that knows him knows that's probably...
Dave, your sense of humour around things is fucking amazing, and at some point we are going to do, like you said, you in a chair, me on the back using the stick to punt, with Joe sat on your lap, giving you a little lap dance as we go along. That shit's happening at some point.
Now you said that. Cantaloupe is wheelchair bound, right? So I don't know why, but Hot Wheels came into my head one day. Luckily, he took it as a fucking joke.
Yes.
Otherwise, you would have been fucking.
But
you would have had his fucking carers as fucking hitman.
But out there, absolute laugh for the entire team. You know, yes, we may have had to stumble back all the way across Alicante, pissed.
I don't think I was just you. You on your own a lot.
Oh yeah.
That's why they called you Tommy Tippy.
Oh yeah, Tommy Tippy's become a bit of a legend. I may now have a second podcast shirt with Tommy Tippy on there.
Yeah, I gotta get you a big for NAF champs.
Oh no.
I was told by Joe.
The World Cup City Cup's going to the NAF champs.
No, I gotta get you
there was the World Cup. I came on with the fucking cup that mattered. You know.
The Tippy.
Also, there is a note that Joe has told me I need to mention.
What's that?
So this is a couple of day before the World Cup, I think Thursday.
Right.
No, it might have been, it was the Thursday. Me and Joe getting into the lift, going down, grab some breakfast before we do what we're doing. No, it wasn't the Thursday, it might have been the Friday, either way. In the lift, goes on the next floor down, lift doors open. Glug gives us a big hug and a wave, walks in the lift, turns around, lets out a fart that echoes like you wouldn't fucking believe.
Do you really think this is worth the podcast?
I'll give him a shout out, it's not a problem.
Fine.
Sounded like fucking duck farting in a fucking cave. Walked straight out of the lift. Joe's there trying to fucking prise the doors back open because this thing could have raised the fucking dead. You know, like, there's priests that wouldn't have fucking tried to bless this fucking thing, right? We got out, crawling out of that fucking lift. It was that fucking bad when we got to ground floor. But it weren't as bad as you fucking done in the car when we've been out travelling.
How dare you? That's all I've got to say. You... I'm not bringing the car or anything into this, right? But if you have to talk about anybody else, right, it's hypocrisy at its finest, right? That's all I'm going to say. But that's it. And I want to keep our respectability here. You talking about people shitting themselves is down.
I don't know. I mean, to be fair, Joe and my missus would be on the fucking same side as you when it comes to me dropping my guts. So, you know, I really got...
I'm trying to bring it back up here. You don't know what I'm saying. I
would say I ain't got a leg to stand on. I've got my fucking stick as well, but you kick that from out from under me as well.
Oh yeah, and I'll plug you up with the fucker as well.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, World Cup, amazing experience. The only thing I can describe it as being close to in terms of the atmosphere is a rugby day in Cardiff where everybody's on the same team.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was everybody looked out for each other. You had people of different nationalities just there helping each other with things like helping each other around the stalls, the venue, like, you know, jumping on tables, like trying to help people move their stuff.
Cool.
Absolutely smashing event. And people lived up to what the Fun Blood Bowl is meant to be.
Well, that's what it's supposed to do, like, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well.
And one of the people that we gave a very, very early shout out to while we were out there, Johnny Wilkinson.
Yes.
Managed to win a Best Painted award.
Nice.
Of course he did at the World Cup.
Well, you've not seen his painting. It's fucking stellar.
Absolutely. You know, Best Painted at a World Cup, thoroughly deserved. I saw a team in person, and I'm going to go back to one of my old expressions. I finger painted the fucking thing in emotion, and then drowned it in known oil compared to some of the stuff he does.
Yeah, that's generally your painting. Yeah.
I mean, that's my painting anyway, but
I'll be honest, right? It's like, I always take the piss out of him for Best Painted, but fucking, if he could turn up and fucking take a shit on the table, and it's Best Painted.
Mate, he could turn up and you're not even going to bother getting your models out.
No, that's it.
What are you going to do, just to upset something, you know? Rubber ducks on the table. I still think we need to do that at some point.
We do, but the problem is, that's going to be a team in there because there's fucking the cuticles and shit in there.
Next tournament we do, never mind a player in the pack, everybody get 15 rubber ducks.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, I can find somewhere cheap enough that does. What we got? 30 by 50. I need like 500 rubber ducks sorted.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Do you know,
that might be my gift to everybody at the next World Cup. Every single person is getting a team of rubber ducks.
You do that, I think you will be the only person that's banned from an event he's running. Yeah, right? And
I like turning up to our event.
Yeah, but you'd be a waste of time. You'd be turned up as soon as you show like one bit of rubber duck. off. Yeah. And there would be like 30 plus people telling me that as well.
It would.
Because like, don't get me wrong, I know we all like go with third parties, but fucking rubber duck takes a piss.
It does.
Especially when it's like, well, that's supposed to be a blitzer because his beak is blue, as somebody done at a tournament.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking pointing out. But
I mean, don't get me wrong, there is a nice printed team of ducks with helmets on. Like,
no.
I'm not saying you're going to buy it or going to use it. But, you know, if people into that sort of thing.
Enough of the duck. Enough of the duck. Because then we get into conversations like when that guy painted, as they printed Gruffalo fucking models, and I had to try and work out what was a fucking position in a fucking Chaos chosen team. They all fucking, oh no, this one's got a fucking goat antler, so it's a fucking lino.
Rob, did we put one of them credits in the machine in him for this or something?
No, it's just you. You were fucking...
Hang on. In goes another 50 pence.
No, because you bring up some of the shittest things possible.
Half Forge, this one's for you. That pitch with the squares on, you know what I got really nice on that pitch? A team with bases that have 4 sides that are equal. And I really can't remember the word for it. It's like... No, it's not a rectangle. Come on, Rob, help me out with this. 4-sided shape where the sides are all equal. What's that?
Parallelogram.
It begins with an S, mate. Come on. Like, you can see them. Oh, gosh. 4 sides equal. Square bases, that's it. Come on. No.
Nope, I'm gonna be good. No. Because you're a fucking dinosaur in your act.
See, he's had months off. He's like, we haven't mentioned that word for a long time. So like, he's either been quietly seething or he's been to therapy. And just
stop.
Right, see.
Stop. Because why would you want a square base? Like some fucking old-fashioned fucking team. Why? No, things are on circles. It looks better on a circle.
Yeah. No. Well, listen, they just want one thing.
Fuck you. Fuck
just want one thing. They want to hear the theme tune again.
Fuck you. Enough.
See what sort of advice is?
See?
Fuck you too. So,
see, you guys didn't realise this was going to be an interactive episode. Come on.
No.
Give us the theme tune just once.
No.
For those that haven't heard it.
No. I will put my foot so far up your ass, you will be farting the tin, right? But it doesn't matter.
Promises.
We're not going to talk about that, right? We are going to go now to something proper in conversation. Like the last tournament that we're going to talk about by here. Threadball. So before we start, there's been circumstances why we haven't spoken about it. Right? It's not my place to say
no,
about it.
I agree with that.
But there's been things we've had to step away where we would normally be,
advertising.
Yeah, because we would
supporting.
We would help Squad Chaos with this one, but we've had to take a step back.
Yes.
But
however,
I feel because you went, you can talk about the actual games.
Yep.
And we'll leave it as that.
Yes. What I will say before I get to the games, we fully support the charities.
Yes.
We agree with the message, and as everybody who's there, we respect Guy Meir for what he did for the community.
Of course we do.
Before our time in the community,
Guy Meir is what all Welsh players should be.
So Threadball, again, I just stunty team. So I'm on 3 for 3 with stunties now at Threadball. I didn't manage last year's theatrics of 53 casualties in 6 games with Goblins because I took Ogres.
But that was ridiculous.
Oh, it was. That's never going to happen again.
No.
So I took Ogres, and I took Ogres with Drunk Thread,
Okay.
Which, for those that don't know Threadball, it has its own star players that are similarly themed to a certain James's Workshops star players.
Right.
So, Ogres with a ball and chain. Now, game one, because last year I turned down the opportunity every single round, First game, I got to play Dimmerip, which we have a copy of, the rules and the pitch, and we're going to try ourselves.
Yeah.
Now imagine Blood Bowl in an inverted pyramid, the chest on each at the bottom of the pyramid, 4 players, you have to get down. It's like Dungeon Bowl. There's one bowl.
I say this sounds like Dungeon Bowl.
But there's also a Tomb Guardian for each player guarding their chest and the ball.
So it's stereotype pyramid.
But it's upside down, Dimmerip.
Yeah. Well, I mean the Tomb Guardians bit as well.
Yeah. So there's 4 of us playing. Mummy. Four of us playing.
Okay.
Whoever scores wins. Whoever gets scored against loses.
Yeah.
The 2 players that don't get a draw.
Nice.
Now I've got to play 12th man.
Nice.
Again. Love 12th man. Brilliant guy. Travelled to a couple of tournaments with him. From anything but a 1. And we are at some point going to get anything but a tier 3 going. We're still working on that. Very early doors. We mention it every time we see him and never do any further. But we are planning an anything but a tier 3.
You guys are planning hard on that one.
Yeah, we are. You manage to get things over the line when it comes to stuff like that. I just discuss it. But we will get there.
You're good at the ideas.
Yes.
You're
Anyway.
the ideas guy. I'm the bring it to reality.
When it comes to Dimmer, me and 12th, I'm going to try all the tricks, trying to nudge mummies into the portal, trying to kill the players now. Sean, seducer of trolls who you have met, and you and Sean get on like house on fire.
I love Sean.
I'll come to Sean at the end of this Thread Ball chat. There's a little gift we sent him home with at the end of Thread this year. Because we didn't forget the promise that we made last year.
Okay.
Me and 12th tried all the tricks. Sean disappeared for an hour, went to the loo, went to the bar, come back. Elf, ball, score. And we'd done all the work and got bugger all. So I got a draw out of that one.
Okay.
Then I played our friend Hendy.
Okay.
Love Hendy. Absolutely sound. Knows his Blood Bowl. Brought Tomb Kings. I upset him. I beat Tomb Kings 1-0 with Ogres.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes. And he just couldn't believe the play. Don't get me wrong.
How many boneheads in that game?
In that one, none. They behaved themselves. I think maybe 1. But it was one of those ones where it didn't really matter much because it was nowhere near.
Wow.
It was one of those where I just want to move him as a roadblock rather than him actually trying to do anything.
Wow.
The game, you talk about boneheads, I played Stu Backer, game 3. This is the game where boneheads were a thing. Now, Jay, if you ever fucking curse me with dice like that at Threadball again, every single one of them, I'm going to pop in there, right up your fucking bell end, so you have to go for an operation, have them removed, because 2 turns in a row, every single fucking ogre boneheaded.
You probably deserved it.
Oh, I probably did. My opponent actually said, I know you're a good player, you must be a good player because you won your last game with ogres, but I can't actually see what you can do because your dice won't fucking let you. And to be fair, he could have won 5 or 6-0 given my dice in that game. I couldn't get up, I couldn't move, I couldn't dodge with no blars. He won 2-0.
Yeah, do you know what the funniest part is? When you haven't got a stick, you can't get up, you can't move it anyway.
No,
so your models are exactly the same.
Exactly the same, yeah. I might model an ogre with a walking stick after that game. 2-0, it could have been 4 or 5-0. I think he took pity in keeping it at 2-0, to be fair.
Okay.
Day 2, I played our mate Dave, the Impaler.
Oh, Dave.
Dave. Brought Tomb Kings. My second game against Tomb Kings.
You lost.
2-1.
Right.
However, he went 1-0 up. I managed to claw back and forced a turn 16 touchdown. I would like to say it was a desperation, Tomb Kings having to dodge through rain and tacklers. No, none of that. My team had pretty much melted at that point and it was an easy walk-in.
Yeah.
I was trying desperation play with Noblars, 3 dice uphill. Like you with Goblins, but didn't have the same luck.
No,
the
Goblin hit squad is a fucking beauty.
It is, but to be fair, Dave and me had a cracking game.
Yes, that's the main thing.
It's Sunday, we're a bit hungover, and we had a cracking game. We were done relatively early as well, which weren't bad, considering we both nursing a bit of a hangover. It's Thread. If you meet me, Jay, Dave, and Joe at Thread, drink happens.
I don't drink anymore.
No, you drink tea there,
I try to. I can't make a tiny
with it. Game 5, I played the Neek with Necro.
Okay.
Now, if I said to you Necro versus Ogres, what do you reckon's going to happen there?
3-1 Necro.
You got the right score for the Ogres. 1-0. Which fucking amazed me in that game.
Shut up.
Yes. it was desperation plays when I got the ball because his positioning was great. You know, it was just I got away with silly plays to get the score.
What, like claws didn't work?
Claws didn't work against Noblar. I said, they did against Ogres, but Noblar, I was like, it's a push. I got sidestep on it. I kept doing that. And then by the time I got past his team, he just couldn't catch up.
Same as what fucking Andy, or made Andy Cook done to me that first flood.
Oh, yeah.
Where he was like, oh look, they're made out of rubber fucking balls bouncing on the pitch, and then he had his friggin' ogres like basically backflipping on. Oh.
Absolutely. And then, so I won that 1-0, and I managed game 6 to draw Stealth Elf again. Now I love Stealth Elf. He knows his play, and he knows how to keep somebody entertained when it's going fucking rough, because my game was rough. He beat me 2-0.
Right.
But we had a good natter through the game.
Oh, that's good.
And he respected that my dice were utter fucking garbage by keeping it at 2-0. We didn't have much to play for in the middle of the table, but we had a good giggle. And I tried some fun stuff, which didn't fucking work.
Mm-hmm.
His lizard men, for the most part, behaved themselves. His crocs, so-so.
Mm-hmm.
Some turns did, some turns removed things for fun. Other turns did nothing.
But the problem is Crocs and so spring.
Oh, yeah. So I ended up with 2 wins and a draw and 3 losses, which for ogres isn't terrible, considering I haven't played them much.
Yeah, I know, but ogres, I don't know. See, they got a lot of negatives. That's why they're in tier 3. But I don't think they're true. Well, I say true. They are like they're like mana strength 2 and
strength 1. They're not
not strength 1.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's like if you have a good couple of dice, ogres can just be as good as any other team.
But then you have 2 turns of everything. We worked out in the game where it boneheaded. We were talking 27 boneheads.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. We got to a point where we had we had D6s on the table. We just count. And these things happen. I took over.
These things happen. Yeah. I know. Nobody happens that.
These things happen. I think it's not if these things happen for you. It's not even a pattern anymore or a habit. It's an addiction to these things happening to you at this point.
I know. Do you know what the dullest thing is though? My games have changed recently, right? And it's not because I'm teaching people to play. I've been playing Barbie, I've been playing Rob, right? My luck has been changing. So I'm not using the dice cup anymore. And it sounds like the dullest thing ever, but I'm rolling less ones and less skulls without a bloody dice cup.
So you're trying the experiment of dice cup versus no dice cup.
I am. And do you know what the weirdest thing is? No dice cup is winning it.
See, I find that when you've got the room and it's not a problem, no dice cups are great because you don't mind if it rolls away and things. If you're elbow with the next table, dice cups are great because you ain't got to fucking chase dice.
Yeah, I know. But I just don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's just I have a lot of wrist action for a fucking dice cup, or
could be.
It just.
But either way, your luck is changing.
Yeah. Well, it's not a tournament game. But Barbie won't like me talking this. I played Barbie. It was I think it was my first game over in Game of Norms. And, after looking at all this fucking board. Thud. That's all I'm going to say. Thud.
What I'm going to say is, please support Game of Gnomes.
Yeah.
Just be warned, several of the boxes might come with jizz stains on them.
No, don't be like that. He wants to sell the fucking. They're going to sell it as a Tanya. Right?
Yeah, but he can add another 10 quid on there because it's got tier 3 jizz stains on there.
No, don't do that.
And that's a collector's item.
It's like Axis and Allies, Boltgun's adopted dad is here, right?
What I will say is, there are games in this shop that Games Workshop produced when they did fucking good board games.
Well, yeah, it's like I pointed out earlier, it's Super Power, right? You don't see that anymore. And I'm looking at, like behind me, there's a full box of Gloomhaven, still with the wrapping on it. But anyway, I digress, right? After I looked at this for it felt like 2 hours, but it was probably 3. Right?
For those listeners that care about this sort of thing, I'm going to get the CCTV of Jay just stood in front of this wall. There's like 4.
I had an erection for hours. I gotta be honest. But we're not talking about that. I came over here to play Barry. It was his Lizards versus my Kenry, right? And I shit you not, by turn 5, he lost 4 warriors.
4 warriors.
And 2 skinks. And yeah, it was rough. It was like it felt like every time I touched one of his players, they went off. Yeah. The worst thing is his Saurus, it was dead. Yeah. It was not like skinks knockout, Saurus dead.
I had a similar game against Barry over here as well.
Yeah.
I brought Chaos Dwarfs against his Dark Elves.
Yeah.
We played a half. We got to turn 5, 4 dead, 2 KO. Yo, let's start this again and see if it's a bit more fair. Played a full game, 7 or 8 players gone. He was down to 3 players by the end.
Yeah.
Started a third first half. Same again. I couldn't put it through me. We couldn't put him through that again.
No. He's had a rough time of it, but like I said, all those games, no dice cap. I've just been rolling on the mat. Been fucking simple. The only thing that could probably make it worse for Barry is if I had done that fucking column of fire like I done to you at that barbecue bowl.
He likes reminding me of this. What was it, 8 dead?
8 dead in one go. But I'm just saying, I think that would be more devastating than what's happened to him lately.
Oh yeah, so, absolutely.
But there you go. We've done the catch up.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the camera now. So I'm talking to these guys, right?
Oh, you remember they're there now, have you?
It's been a chat. We've had a cup of tea. We've been catching up. I want to know what the ugly bastard's been doing. It's obviously you're not doing your washing because you dress like fucking Big Lebowski. But, right, this is what we've been doing. This is the plans going forward. We're going to keep, like, depending on how this goes down, we're going to keep going with video and audio, so it's going to be in 2 formats where people are going to be listening.
We're not going to be tier 3 podcast, we're going to be tier 3 vodcast.
No, it's not going to be a podcast.
Look, hang on, I've got to learn how to pronounce a new letter, Rob. Fuck, you didn't prepare me for this.
No. So we're going to be going down that road. Rob has kindly let us use the shop for this. He's also allowing us to play Blood Bowl games so we can record them, so that could be YouTube exclusives. But we're back. That's the main thing. We are back.
We're back with a limp rather than a bang.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's just like you've done the most, so you can limp.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's us. We caught up. We're getting back into the flow of it, and hope you guys enjoyed it. We've got to get used to having our ugly mugs on the screen without cracking anything.
If the faces have put you off, please tell us.
Do you know what the best thing is, though? Is like, if we do this more, right, when we go to tournaments and people meet us for the first time, they don't break out in tears.
Yep.
So, it's like breaking them in gently, innit?
What I will say,
like your grandfather.
Please keep doing this. Every time I'm at tournaments without Jay, please keep asking where he is.
Fan favourite.
He does like knowing that people have asked. He can't always make it, but he likes knowing people have asked.
Fan favourite +1 I got. That's my skill.
He does the hard work. He just gets me to waffle like normal, and
Yeah. So that's the plan.
Yes.
So yes, before I got to stop him waffling. So that's it. We're done. You got no more to say? No, you got no more to say.
I've got no more to say.
You got no more to say.
Yes.
Right? I'm telling you, because you end up talking about shit you're not supposed to again. So that's a goodbye from me.
It's a goodbye from me.
And we're out, yeah. So thank you, Rob, for having us, and we're off.
Thank you, Rob.
Welcome, boys.